Today, I want to thank everybody for the content. It was very interesting. Vanessa, thank you so much for taking the time to go over Coin Fund. You guys have been involved in a ton of amazing companies. I mean, uh, for those of you that don't know Coin Fund, you got to go check out their website, um, look at the companies they've been involved with, and it speaks volumes to their experience and their track record. Congratulations on that, and thank you for being involved with our event today. Um, so, for those of you that do not know, we started in the um, let's call it the new economy. So we believe that this new digital economy consisted of AI, of blockchain, and cryptocurrencies. We called it the three legs of the new digital economy. That's why we named it ABC Forum: AI, blockchain, crypto. And we did it during really like hot times, and had content when Bitcoin was running up to 20,000 for the first time. And we did it when Bitcoin crashed and went from 20 down to, in the $3,000 range. It seems like we've been doing it this year when it's hot again. And the people that have been with us from the beginning are the pioneers of this industry. We've been covering this conversation very thoroughly, and this year here it's been virtual. In the past, it's been physical. We've had a 3, 4, 500 person in-person 2-day event, on this topic, and we're committed to it, and we're looking for ways to continue to expand that conversation, and put thought leaders on, like Vanessa from Coin Fund, and Dr. Solari from QRI, and Alex Mashinsky from Celsius has been with us from the very, very beginning. All right. IOTA is in the top 30 coins. Blockchain, an important part of the dialogue. It hasn't been the only portion of the dialogue, but we've covered everything from trade finance, using blockchain, through next generation sports betting and next generation internet on the blockchain. So it's the topic that I really love. It's a topic that I'm fascinated with, and I'm able to connect with people who really challenge me intellectually. Their minds are running super, super fast, and not necessarily in linear directions. So it's refreshing to me to get involved in this world, and we at FLAIA want to continue to support that. So I've been looking into the cost of doing an ICO and what the line items are in the budget to do an ICO, and you have things like legal expenses and accounting expenses and technology expenses, and there's this one portion. It's called the marketing expense, right? It's a marketing budget, which happens to be like dependent on the actual ICO. It happens to be like 20 to 30% of the overall $1 to $3 million budget to successfully launch a coin. And this was consistent among a bunch of people who have successfully have done this. They have to reserve a lot of money for marketing. So with that, I wanted to just quickly demo the FLAIA platform and encourage those of you that are attending today, because you have a project in mind that needs some exposure, to use our platform, to use our tools that we've built, to reach out to me or one of the team members here at FLAIA to understand how we can actually help you to get exposure for, for your fund, for your token, for a specific deal. So with that said, I'm going to log in to the platform. It's events.flaia.org. And here's today's event. Next week, we have Real Estate Direct Lending Private Debt Forum, Season 2, Part 2. We have Croatan talking about multifamily on June 3rd. On June 9th, we have gold and silver coming up. Really interesting conversation there. And this real estate event is it's held monthly with the exception of July and August. So we're going to have it 10 times this year. We had it 9 times in 2020. And the ABC forum is quarterly. So you see the next one coming up on August 12th. If you haven't registered, I suggest you get in there and register when you get a chance. So anyway, the platform relies on continuity of topics, and we all have an account portal where we can control and manage our own personal settings, our speaker settings, our demographics. We can manage our company profile, the users on our accounts, the speakers on our accounts. We can update we can add our lists in here and mock it to our actual lists. But the part that I wanted to show you today is how you can build an actual event. All right, and I'm going to build an event for you. And this functionality it's inside of every person inside of their portal. So there it is. So let's go opportunities and crypto and NFTs 2021. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to choose a date for this event, put it next week. I'm going to select 10 a.m. I'm an early riser. I'm going to make it a webcast. Throw some bullet points in here. And add a nice little speaker. I'm going to put some popular people these days. Tim Cook is definitely a little more popular than Bill Gates. We'll put myself on there. I'm going to put Jeremy. Throw Kevin in there. I think I took myself off. Hey, Kev, do you mind, just taking a moment and publishing this?
Yep, I will do it right away.
Thank you. And as he's actually publishing it, I am going to, I'm going to log into a different site. Show you what's been done. Yeah. So this right here is our backend, and the backend has to do with our email server that we built and did all this automation through. But basically, this is the event that I just created for you. Here's the promotional email that's ready to go out to our database of 745,000 global investors. There's some marketing, branding, the time, the date, and all of it's been hyperlinked. When you click on the link, it takes you back to the landing page. On the landing page, if I wanted to add some attachments, I could have added some attachments. You can click and look at people's bios, or you can request to contact them by hitting the contact button. There's a little bit of information about the organization, and it's all here very, very nicely. So as somebody registers, they're immediately go into the queue, into the database of the person that's doing the raise, and an email message gets sent out to that person with a personalized calendar that says, hey, thank you for registering. Please save this calendar invite. This is the date and the time. It talks about the content of the event, and you can simply save it. All the details are in the calendar invite to be saved to the person's calendar. And then the person raising the money has access in their portal to the list. So they can go into their portal, they can view their events, and they can go and search around inside of the portal so that they can view all the registrations for their particular event. The reason that this is, really interesting is when somebody has a profile on the system, they're able to log in, they're able to register with one click, they're able to get all the automated communications, and we have some patents that are pending on the processes that we created. We not only we didn't try to reinvent Zoom. All of our stuff's hosted on Zoom, but we just made Zoom better. We made it easier to use. We integrated it with Zoom. We made it prettier. We made it faster for you, cleaner, and to give you more information on your audience in real time. It's a really powerful solution that also relies on the fact that we've done 800 of these campaigns and have been very successful at getting people exposure in a very wide variety of alternative investments. We've been the Alternative Investment Association. We started before cryptocurrency was even the first token was issued. So this has been our niche. This is the following that we have. We've built up a world-class following of institutional investors, high net worth individuals, pension funds, pension fund consultants, endowments, foundations. We have some of the biggest and best names in the hedge fund, private equity, venture capital world. So if you're looking for exposure to some sort of, deal, some sort of token, I suggest that you look at us. We have perhaps the biggest database in this particular world of non just high net worth investors. And we have a lot of success in different verticals, and the crypto space, blockchain and artificial intelligence space is an area which we've done extremely well with, and it's not anything that is new for us. It's something that we've been doing now for a long time. So if you're interested in a demo, learning more how the platform, the system can work to help you either through getting exposure to a conference or setting up an individual webcast or speaking on a panel or moderating a panel or moderating, building a panel, or doing a 30 or 60-minute keynote, please, reach out to us and let us know how we can help and set up a demo with one of my team members. I'm out of things, for the day. Today, this is the last, item that we wanted to discuss. So unless there's any questions, I'm going to end today's event. And I want to thank everybody who spoke, who took the time to create educational content and offer something of value to the audience today. I want to thank the audience for your time and your attention, and sticking with us during the pandemic. And as we all see light ahead of the tunnel, there's a lot of content out there. There's a lot of choices. We appreciate you very much. And with that said, our event sponsors, our sustaining members, I can name a few of them. The event sponsors today, QRI, Quantum Reservoir Impact, Coin Fund. Let's see here. IOTA Foundation.
Celsius Network.
Celsius Network. Who else, Kevin? Who else?
And JDM Capital Corp.
JDM Capital Corp. Thank you to all of them, and thank you to all of our sustaining members of FLAIA and the FLAIA board. Without your help and support, this would have been a very difficult last 14, 15 months. It was difficult anyway, but it would have been impossible. So thank you all for attending today. We appreciate your time. We'll have the recordings up and shared within the next 3 days. Have a great day. Bye now.